La canción. Asústame one time.
Talento del Valle.
Es la rolita esta. Oye. La musiquita que nos trajo Mario.
Puro talento del Valle, bro.
¿Cómo se llaman?
3 elementos.
Rolling One de Master escuchando al millón.
Rolling One de Master Kush ando al millón. Y un gallito de Skywalker, buen sabor. Oye, ¿qué me estás trayendo?
A mí no me gustan los corridos, bro, but this song just hits.
4:20, hora perfecta, pura mota de receta de la que crece encerrada del pavo. Oye,
Hoy no más.
oye.
It's the medicinal. The medicinal.
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 Can you say it? Yeah, can you say it?
Pues
Ojos colorados.
parece que me estás trayendo música de la sierra, carnal, de las montañas allá de Monterrey.
Puro monte workout.
Oh. How's everybody doing out there, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Man, it is terrific Tuesday. Y no se mortifiquen, ya sé que yo y Mario no estamos social distancing, pero ya nos checamos la temperatura. Mario salió 97.0, carnal.
Healthy. That's
Llegó
healthy.
bien frío el vato. Ahorita se calienta un poco, ¿no? Ya le dimos un pedazo de pizza.
La presión, bro.
Le pregunté a Mario, ¿puedes venir al show? ¿Quieres venir a salir en el show de Tuesday Night Live? Y dice, ¿va a haber botana o no? Oh my God. Welcome to the PBT Tuesday Night Live from the My PBT Network Studios, brought to you by the Law Office of René A. Flores. Muchas gracias, René, for supporting. And también le queremos dar la bienvenida a brand new sponsor, Dr. Teats Primary Care for Men. Okay, so they've jumped on board, and man, they're going to be with us for a few months. And I'm telling you, that's the place to go if you want to get your immune system at a higher level. And I'll tell you more about that later on during the show. Okay, we want you to like, subscribe, and share, because that's how we grow this channel. That's how we grow this program, is with the help of everyone out there in YouTube land. And what you can do is you get the link and then you paste it on your social media. Y así you can help us grow and help a lot of people find out about this show. Every Tuesday night we're live. Every Thursday night we're live. Saturday, and guess what? Hashtag PBT will be broadcasting live from the beautiful beaches of South Padre Island, Texas. July 4th weekend. Thursday night will be live. Saturday night will be live. And next Tuesday night will be live from our condominium on the balcony with the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind us. We can't wait. Even though they said that they cerraron los
I was going to ask you, I was like, ¿están cerrados, no?
Yeah, they closed some of them.
Well, they told me
the
that
parks, mostly the parks.
Sí, los county parks. Pero me
beach.
dijeron a mí que donde están los condos, ahí no está cerrado, porque pues, la gente que paga $2,000, $3,000 para estar ahí.
Private, yeah.
Yeah, they need a,
Yeah,
spend.
beach access 3, 4, 5, and 6 are closed for
See?
sure.
Yeah, okay. But we're still going to be out there, and we'll be in our condo on the balcony with the Gulf of Mexico. And let me tell you, I put up some video footage of the last time we were there. And all of you out there, you all saw how beautiful the waves looked in the sky. And it's just an amazing view. So we're going to put you all there with us, and it's going to be fantastic, all right? So
The scenery and this song in the background.
yeah.
Rolling one.
Yeah. So anyway, we want you to also join our Patreon club. A $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PBT t-shirt and stickers, and you have the chance of winning in our hashtag PBT weekly drawing for prizes. We do it every week. Last week, who did we get that one, Mama?
Adrian Davila.
Adrian Davila, and
Yes.
we mailed out a lot of stuff today,
We mailed
right?
out to Waco, Texas, I believe. So that was one of our new Patreon pledges. And then our weekly winners, we mailed those out too. So thank you guys.
Yeah. So, and once again, you can also help us out with Cash App at $ Rock and Roll James and Venmo at Rock and Roll James. And we had an awesome contest, survival kit we want to congratulate Rudy Moreno from Houston, Texas.
Yes, it was the hashtag PBT survival kit, and we threw in a little bit of everything for the ladies and for the men. We had toilet paper, paper towels, Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer, hand soap, a face mask for the men, a hashtag PBT face mask for the men.
The last one.
The last one.
last one.
Yeah, and we threw in some free Whataburger coupons, a lanyard for free music from David Lee.
Yeah.
Koozies, caps, trucker caps. I mean, it was a little bit of everything.
Look at that. I mean,
everything.
there was just so much stuff in that
Body
box.
splash.
Yeah. The guy there at the
yeah.
mail place, he was like, "Are you going to mail that big box out?" I go, "Yeah, dude, somebody won in Houston." Which it came out a little bit cheaper than when we mailed it out to Flint,
To
Michigan.
Michigan,
Yeah.
yes.
Michigan, man, we mailed out a big old box, and it was like $75. Houston was $45, so it was okay, man. It
¿Le
was
mandaste
awesome.
water a la Flint, Michigan?
Yeah, no mandamos agua. Pero we should have, and you know what? The mask is gonna go perfect because I think that Saharan dust is full. I saw a picture of the Houston skyline, and man, the Saharan dust was.
It's really getting.
Yeah, it was
us.
bad. All right, so congratulations, Rudy Moreno from Houston, Texas. Oy, oy. Oy.
He's fine. He's okay.
Yeah,
Hi.
we've got our dog Whiskey. He's got a cone on right now porque le dieron una snippity snip.
Ay.
Así como le hicieron a Mario Salazar hace como 10 años.
I just got my dog también. Yeah. Pobrecito.
I think you might have to take him to the quiet room, Mama.
Yes, let me
'Cause he's,
go.
So anyway, we got. We'll let you do that while I
Yes.
introduce
Okay, I'll be right
Mario.
back.
So Mario, welcome to the show, Mario Superstar Salazar. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? ¿Qué onda?
And I'm really impressed, Mario, because you showed up with your own personal hand sanitizer. Vato. Llegó con el
Wow.
bote. ¿Dónde está el bote? A verlo.
We're here.
He's walking around with that big old.
Wow.
You know what? Ahorita que venga Rally, le voy a decir que te dé unos little ones, those little pocket ones, man.
All right, that's
porque
cool, too.
Así no estés andando con todo el Walgreens en la bolsa, carnal, ¿entiendes?
And that's because, I mean, this is how much I love rock, because I wasn't coming out for anybody, bro.
Uh-huh.
For anybody, that's the first thing I told you. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
so can we curse here? Or,
Yeah,
what's-
yeah, pero nomás no te, you know,
Yeah, no, ya
no
no te
seas
pases,
grosero,
yeah,
no te pases.
Pero, yeah, I texted you que ando bien cagado, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of those people that's overly protective.
Pues, I mean, you're the one that you're overweight.
Then, yeah,
you're,
that-
I mean,
that's-
you're considered obese, ¿entiendes?
Yeah, unos 20 more pounds and I'm considered just...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so that you have to be extra careful because they were saying that the people that are overweight
Yeah, les
or a
afecta
little
más.
a little obese, and the obese level, les afecta un poco más because your heart works a little harder to keep that body going and to keep that breathing and all that stuff.
So, yeah, that and I don't know if how true this is, but I've heard from several Marines que they injected us with so many stuff in the Marine Corps and in the military. Just we don't even know what we have in. So, see?
Me quita el plato, aquí está lleno de pizza sauce.
Con hambre, bro.
Ya le trae. Y no ponemos la box de pizza porque, o de dónde es, porque pues todavía no
no
los
son
pagan sponsorship, ¿me entiendes la onda? Que se mochen. Ni los dieron quebrada con la pizza. Pero dijo Mario, if I was gonna have botana, because he was andaba cagado.
Yeah.
Y me
Que
dijo,
costé.
oye, man, no, man, I'm scared and all this. And I go, hey, man, we all check our temperature and everything here, man. We got masks and everything and all that. Y dice, pues va a haber botana de perdido.
Forget COVID-19. Is there going to be food?
I didn't have to bend his arm too much.
No.
Yeah.
And I came with my own personal.
Yeah,
Bien
babe,
preparado.
give him some. Do you have any of those little ones? You can get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him some before he leaves.
Órale,
cool,
está
man.
bueno. Yeah, porque así no tiene que andar con todo el CVS en la bolsa. You know what I mean?
We can always give him this one.
Sí, viéntalo para acá, viéntalo.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would carry that around,
he
bro.
would
I
carry
would.
it around
Yeah, I would.
with one of those wrapper chains, man, hanging on
Así
the.
como Flavor Flav,
Yeah,
pero
como Flavor Flav, pero en vez de un reloj de
Flavor
tener-
Sanitizer. Sanitizer Flav.
Aquí lo tienes colgado, carnal.
Oh.
So we were prepared here, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, we appreciate you making it out here, Mario.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
All right, we'll be talking to him in a little bit, but as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we always kick. Oh, by the way, let's see who's on already. D Kings, el Mexican monk, dice.
Mexican.
A little dude is never going to. Rudy Moreno cheated like the Astros. He's from Houston. No, he won fair and square, dude. I swear to God.
Like the Astro.
And we had so many people into the contest, man, the Survival Kit contest. Elias Perez, excited to see the Gulf fished at San Luis Pass. Yeah, so we'll be out there. Your dog wants to be on the show too, Rock. That's what they were saying. Yeah,
Yes.
man.
We need to get him a mic.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
All right,
Those
so
little GoPros that you can tie around their heads. I've seen that on
Oh, wow.
on TikTok.
so a shout out to Raymond Rose, Mario Flores, Daniel Silva, Mate Yahoo, okay, and D Kings. Mate Yahoo says thanks for your service, dude, for being a Marine for the
Yes,
United
thank
States
you.
of
Thank you
America.
for that.
Yeah, puro,
All right,
puro
so
paperwork.
so we've got
Never saw
Mario
combat.
Superstar Salazar here with us. But first of all, before we get to any interview or anything like that, as we usually do on a Tuesday night live here on the My PVT Network, hashtag PVT, we have Rally's headlines. All
Hey
right.
guys, thank you.
All right.
So my headline for today is Vanessa Guillen, her remains found in shallow grave by Leon River. So remains have been found in a shallow grave by the Leon River in Texas in connection with the disappearance of missing Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen, a source has told Crime Online. So as previously reported, 20-year-old Guillen disappeared on April 22nd, and she was last seen at around 1 p.m. at the parking lot there in Fort Hood, Texas. She left behind her keys, her barracks room key, identification card, and wallet in the arms room where she was working. She also called in, on her day off, but it's unclear who called her in and why. So Guillen's mother, she had previously told Crime Online that a sergeant at the base had been sexually harassing her daughter. So Guillen said it was stalking and verbal harassment.
That's the mom, right? The mom saying this.
Right. And so he would look at her some type of way that would make any woman feel uncomfortable. So Gloria Guillen, who speaks Spanish, said through her daughter, Mayra Guillen, who translated on her behalf. So no suspects have been named at this time. But also in a separate incident last week, authorities were called to the 3400 block of Florence Road in Killeen on Saturday afternoon after the discovery of remains near an area where searchers found remains of Fort Hood soldier Gregory Morales earlier this month. It's still unclear whether those particular remains are of human or of animal, but we do report that her remains have been found.
That's pretty interesting because, she was all over Facebook. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, I saw, man, and my heart goes out to the family and just her. She's so brave, first of all, for coming out when she first did, showing that bravery, because a lot of that doesn't get reported in the military, and it's just commend her for her bravery, and just my heart just goes out to the family, dude, because como que they wanted to wash their hands away from it and just let it go. But
yeah,
her mom, like she should have, she was like, no, I'm gonna kick and scream till my daughter, till I find out what happens to my daughter. So
and her mom was also demanding that they release surveillance footage because she says she's there and there's cameras at every corner, at every little area. So she's demanding that they release those surveillance camera angles and all of that. So,
well, I'm sure they don't like to prematurely release stuff,
right?
Because then
it's an investigation.
It might mess up the investigation of whoever might have done this. But I'm sure they'll find out who called her to come into work wherever she was working, right?
Yeah.
And so when she's on the base, she can just also work outside the base, or is it a job on the base?
It's within the base.
Okay.
Yeah. The report did say that she was working in the base.
Like your actual job.
Yeah.
Like when you're on base, it's you have an actual job that it's called the shop.
When you were in the Marines, were there women and men in the same doing the thing? How long ago were you in the Marines, Mario?
1998 to 2002.
And so they were
over 20 years.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Wow.
I would have retired 2018.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
22 years ago I entered.
It's interesting how time flies like that.
Yeah.
But man, you were on social media. You were seeing her picture. Beautiful girl. I mean, she
super
was beautiful. She looked beautiful in uniform and out of uniform. And, I hope they find out who did it. Fish was having a conspiracy theory, sort of like it might have been the guy that they found or whatever, Morales.
He's some connection.
So Morales and Guillen. I mean, how interesting. They're two Hispanics. There might have been a connection there. Might have. I mean,
maybe. Yeah.
And
no, it has. It's looking like it's whoever was harassing her, and she reported it. I think they, had some backlash. Can't say without the investigation, but it's awful. It happens a lot in the military, and
what happens a lot in the military?
It's harassment and just ugly stuff like that, and it never gets reported by by both female and male military, because when you're in the military, your superiors are so I don't want to say brainwashed, but you're just instilled this sort of like que no les puedes decir nada. Like I've seen so many.
They don't want to see weakness. Is that what it is?
They don't want to. Let's say one of your superiors is being an asshole. You no le puedes faltar el respeto like you can at another job. Like, hey, dude, bájale tus pinches pedos.
Yeah, you can't do that
in the military. So a lot of that stuff.
And what happens if you do? Do you get?
You get NJP. You get disrespect to an NCO, disrespect to a staff NCO, disrespect to an officer, just for just for saying like, hey, dude, stop your shit.
Yeah. For example, like the sergeant on Full Metal Jacket, how he was like just on Pyle's back, which, by the way, it's his birthday today, that guy.
Oh, Lee Emery?
No, his name is D'Onofrio.
Oh, the Private Pyle.
Private Pyle from the movie. It's his birthday today. Oh, wow. So, for example, if the sergeant is there and he's like that, and I mean, he was really writing this guy in the movie, right?
Yeah.
And then Pyle never did anything. He held it in until he lost it, and he just shot himself and shot his sergeant. If he would have talked back to the sergeant, he would have been sent to JP.
Or that's even worse, because that's boot camp. So they're actually preparing you to take all this all this not abuse, verbal abuse, and just to think one way, and your superiors are the end all.
Why do you think it is that way? Is it so when they're under the duress and the stress of combat, they stick to the orders that they're given? Sort of like mechanically, robotically.
To stay with the order, and they say every little thing in the Marine Corps. It pertains to combat. Everything, like they would get pissed off if we weren't holding our trays right, and they would say, because they would say something algo de combat. Every little thing has to do with combat.
Yeah, because combat is something that's just like, wow, I mean, just to be involved in anything like that, I would imagine. I mean, a lot of soldiers come back traumatized, and not just by what they see or what they go through, and. So it's a crazy thing, but the military, it's a whole different world. It's not. So you were in the military for how long?
I was in for 4 years. 4 years and a few months, because I got in trouble right before I got out.
Yeah. Well, I want to find out more about that in a little bit. Yeah. So Vanessa Guillen, rest her soul. She's been found.
And her family too.
And her family is.
Our condolences to her family and friends and everyone. Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's a sad thing. All right, well, that was Rally's headline here tonight. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you guys.
Did a fabulous job there.
Thank you.
All right, once again, thank you to the law office of Rene A. Flores for sponsoring tonight's show and being a supporter of #PVT, and yours truly for for a long time. So. We appreciate his support, and thank you so much. And reminder, join our Patreon club. $25 pledge gets you a special #PVT t-shirt and stickers, and you have the chance of winning in our #PVT weekly drawing for prizes. We will be drawing a winner tonight. We usually give the guest a little opportunity to pull the name out of the little tub we've got. So that's coming up in a little while. So if you're a Patreon member, stay tuned, because you might be winning some cool stuff in a little while. We'll throw you some We've got some Whiskey D stuff, koozies. People were asking about koozies. And we're going to make some shirts also real soon. So stay tuned. And I'm talking about Asústame one time, Nambe Cállate shit up. All our slogans. So that'll be coming up. So we also have a Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. And we also have Venmo at Rock and Roll James if you want to donate a $5, $10 tip, to help us out with everything we do for you all, okay?
A las botanas for future guests.
Yeah.
That's true.
Congratulations, Survival Kit winner Rudy Moreno once again from Houston, Texas, man. Can you imagine the look on his face when that big box gets to his front door?
Not only that, his girlfriend who's on the picture, right? His wife, maybe his girlfriend, his wife. She's going to love all the goodies that we threw in there for the ladies as well. So they're both going to be happy.
It's crazy because like when you get a package in the mail and it's just one little thing or something, it's exciting.
It's like the joy of getting something.
But this box is like this,
it's huge.
dude. It's big.
Yeah,
and when
huge.
they open it, it's like, whoa. It's like Christmas,
It's like
dude.
a Barney bag. Stuff just keeps coming out.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
We're done.
Oh, gosh.
All right. So once again, Rudy Moreno, congratulations. We'll be doing another one soon. As a matter of fact, I was thinking over there on South Padre Island, maybe we can pick some winners from the Patreon, and then we
Send them SPI stuff.
Yeah, we'll go and we'll buy them. We'll shop for them because
South
they've got
Padre.
all kinds of shirts that say South Padre Island and all that really nice stuff.
Yes.
So
That's a good idea.
yeah,
Let's do it.
We'll be doing that, okay? All right. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Felicia's Celebrity News. I like that.
Ooh.
Woo!
Yes. Well, like Eminem once said, nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. And mother effers want to act like they forgot about Drake.
Yeah, wow. I think Felicia's going to be leaving us to go start a rap career.
Wait, take me with you.
You need security backstage? We got me and Mario over here. Hell yeah.
You know, 5 minutes of jokes.
Yeah, Mario will open the show
Open
up
up the show.
for pizza. Yeah.
Well, it seems as though Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, is actually forgetting about Dre. She just filed for divorce after 24 years of marriage, reports say. Rapper and business mogul. Oh my God. Mogul, Dr. Dre, and his wife of 24 years are over. Nicole Young, the longtime wife of the Aftermath Entertainment head honcho, whose real name is Andre Young, moved to dissolve her marriage to the Beats by Dre co-founder, citing irreconcilable differences, multiple reports said on Monday. For her part, Young, who is a lawyer by trade, is also seeking spousal support and is being represented by high-power celebrity divorce attorney Samantha Spector. According to circulating reports, there is said to have been no signed prenuptial agreement in place, and the 6-time Grammy winner is said by Forbes to be worth an estimated $800 million. In 2014, Dre's popular earphone and sound engineering company Beats by Dre was sold to Apple for $3 billion, which catapulted the rapper and producer to new heights as hip-hop music's first billionaire.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
That dude's got some money, dude.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money on the table.
And she's got a lot of money.
Yeah,
Now.
Now she does.
You said 800 million, right?
His estimated worth is $800 million.
And she's estimated worth is 400 million, right?
Well, there's no prenup, so.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, if I got 800 million, 400 million, dale gana y pedo, right? I mean, I'm still 400 million, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have potentially bought a NFL franchise, and now it's like he can only get a WNBA franchise.
Dude, you don't think he could pick up some investors?
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it also is like the dude, as long as the dude, because you remember what happened? You remember that singer from Stone Temple Pilots?
It's the Chris Whelan.
Yeah. And the guy he got a divorce, and his wife got had a deal where she was getting all the royalties or half of all the royalties of the music.
And didn't she talk bad about him after he passed?
Yeah, Scott Whelan is his
Scott
name.
Whelan.
Yeah, you said Chris Whelan, right? I was trying to figure that out, but Scott Whelan, man, that guy, and he ended up dying of it. But this guy's got some money, man.
Yeah, they do have 2 kids together, but they are over 18. So she won't be getting any child support there, but she is requesting spousal support.
Ugh.
Yeah. So she might get a pretty penny.
And he's still making money with those beats too.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And that guy's got money all over the place, bro.
Keep their heads ringing.
Woo!
All
So
right.
there is another. So now that we're on the celebrity news topic, we do have a video that I want to show. It is a message from, I believe, is he the singer or
Yes.
Intocable?
Yeah, Ricky Munoz.
Ricky Munoz. And I'm going to go ahead and play it so y'all can hear it, just to kind of listen to what he has to say.
Buen día a todos. Por este medio y de primera mano deseamos anunciarles que desafortunadamente algunos de los miembros de nuestra banda han dado positivo al virus COVID-19. Los miembros del grupo que dieron positivo al COVID-19 son René Martínez, Félix Salinas, Sergio Serna, Johnny Lee Rosas y Juan Hernández. Desde entonces han recibido atención médica y se encuentran en cuarentena. En lo que respecta a nuestra próxima gira, sugerimos consultar nuestras redes sociales durante los próximos días para obtener actualizaciones. Cualquier duda que tengan sobre reembolsos de boleto se podría dirigir al punto de venta donde se obtuvieron. Nuestras redes sociales estarán dando noticias en los próximos días para mantener a nuestros fans informados. Y les aseguro que los miembros de Intocable que se contagiaron con el COVID-19 no fue en nuestras presentaciones, sino en su tiempo libre. Y les quiero también avisar que nuestro staff, choferes, oficina, Alejandro Gulmar, miembro también de Intocable, y yo salimos negativo en la prueba del COVID-19. Y finalmente, queremos desearles a todas las personas que han sido afectadas por el COVID-19 una sana y saludable recuperación. Cuídense mucho.
Wow.
Wow.
That is some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, here on #PBT. It happened today, and we had tickets, or we had
did,
tickets
yeah.
for Saturday night
Yes.
at the island, South Padre Island, because they were going to be at and we were really excited. We had fourth row.
No, we had third row.
Third row?
Yes, it
We
was
had-
third row center.
Yeah.
Center, third row.
And we laid down some pretty good cash for that
Yes,
stuff. Man, it was
we
like
did.
$400 and something for 3 tickets because me and the producer girls were going to be there. And we're going to take some footage and we're going to try to get an interview with Rick and, and see if we could do it. We could have actually done our live show there.
Yeah, that would have been
Yes.
really cool.
It would have been freaking amazing. I'm sure Ricky would have said cool and like pedo, because they have that awesome little center where the VIP is, and it's like got AC. It's a big, big room, and we could have set up in there, and it would have been awesome. But it got canceled along with the Cole Wetzel show on Friday,
Everything got
and
canceled.
we're still waiting to get a refund.
Yes.
Yeah, we
are.
spoke to some of the promoters, and they said that the refund was going to come back automatically, right?
Yes. So we're
So-
waiting.
so-
We're
Probably
waiting.
take a few days, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, our-
sending prayers.
Yeah, our prayers to Intocable. The members are in quarantine, which is a good sign. They're not in the hospital.
Yeah,
They're not
that's
in
awesome.
ICU.
Yeah.
And, when you see something like this, it kind of hits close to home, because, wow, man, this COVID reached those guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you would never expect it. That's when you start realizing, okay, something's going on, So just you all be careful. When Mario got here, we tested him. We checked his temperature. We have a temperature thing,
I need to
97.1.
get one of those. man.
97.7.
97.
Yeah, they're on Amazon. We just ordered his dad one on Monday, and he should be receiving it on Thursday. So, like, the turnaround time is pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, it's handy
Wait.
to have.
He looked like a Mortal Kombat monk. No,
I know, right? I didn't take this out or what? I need to lower this down.
no the Ricky on the interview.
Oh, yeah.
He looked like a Mortal
I thought it
like
was
a
me,
monk.
dude.
Oh, like on Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wore the big hats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Well, prayers, but that's the one band I haven't seen that I'm. Intocable and Wu-Tang Clan are the two bands that I'm like I really want to
Intocable.
see.
well,
Wu-Tang Clan.
but isn't like Wu-Tang Clan and you've never seen
And
them?
I had tickets for October, but then I got a real good gig, and I was like, oh man, I have to put put it off again.
You know what? I was mistaken. I kept thinking that you liked Bones Thugs and Harmony.
I love
Bone
Bone Thugs.
Thugs.
Bone Thugs
Yeah, I
and
love
Harmony.
Bone Thugs. I got to see them when they came down to FAR.
Yeah.
Like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's off my bucket list.
But Wu-Tang
Wu Tang, I haven't been
Yeah,
able
he has
to.
a tattoo. That's why I remember. Yeah, that's how I remember.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, man. Say, some guy, Pony Loke, he commented that it's back to Compton for Dre.
Record $400 million compra Compton.
He's going to go back to his mama's house, man.
Bro.
Yeah. Are you still living with your mom or no?
No, but I moved out. Gracias a Dios, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Felicia's entertainment celebrity news.
Thank you.
Felicia's celebrity news. All right.
Thank you.
That was awesome. All right. Say, don't forget, hashtag PBT will be broadcasted live from the beautiful beaches of South Padre Island, Texas. This is 4th of July weekend. Thursday night, we'll have the Rockin' Chaz. I'm not sure if Chaz is going to make it out there. We're going to see if he does. Saturday night, we'll be doing a Saturday night show over there from the balcony of our beautiful condo. And next Tuesday, we'll be doing the final show, and we'll give you a recap of the whole South Padre Island experience during COVID. Okay? And
Should be fun.
so we're going to come back with some comments and questions and shout-outs for people, the fans and viewers. And we're going to be talking to Mario Superstar Salazar. But first of all, we want to take a little quick break with our sponsor, Rene A. Flores.
In 2018, I was accused of a serious crime. I decided to look for legal assistance. I came up on Mr. René's website and looked at his work, his background, his reviews, and I felt that he was a strong lawyer, and decided to hire him for representation. I had fear of losing everything. I lost friends. I lost my fiance. The neighbors in my subdivision looked at me different. He made me feel comfortable. He made me feel confident about his work, about his representation. He was just great at making me feel comfortable. I was amazed by his work, by his team, how dedicated they were to this case. After Mr. Flores proved my innocence, I felt great, relieved. I'm truly grateful for Mr. Flores being able to get me out of this situation. I would recommend it 100% to anybody who asks.
It's amazing, and we want to thank Rene. And Rene is one of the most down-to-earth and humble guys you could ever meet.
I do want to send a shout out to him, his wife, and his 2 boys.
Yeah.
I know that they watch us all the time, and so thank you guys so much for always supporting hashtag PBT.
And beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
wish
does.
I-
He has beautiful hair.
I wish I had his hair.
It's hashtag hair goals.
So it's hashtag DWI expert. If you need any help, right now, well, no puedes andar en el pedo. You can't be out in the bars. You can't be out in the... So, and you're in a little safe zone. But como quiera, once you start drinking at home y quieres ir a levantar algo en una parte y te vas a subir al carro y le vas a dar y te para la ley and you end up in jail, give him a call. Rene Flores is the man you want representing you in the court of law. Okay, so there you go. So thank you, Rene. Appreciate it. We love you, bro. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Mario Superstar Salazar, comedian. Mario Superstar.
Extraordinaire.
And
Solo.
we're talking to Mario earlier about his life with the Marines. That you said that you got in trouble or something like that.
I got in trouble right before I was about to get out.
Which was what year? What year were you there?
2002.
Okay, and you started in 98, right?
98. And I got on base, Okinawa, Japan.
First of all, before we get to that
yeah.
part, you went to high school here in McAllen,
Yeah.
Balboa Elementary, Balboa High School, right?
Balboa High School.
Is it?
I went to McAllen Memorial.
Oh,
But
you went to
I
What's Balboa?
Balboa is the
little
neighborhood. The neighborhood.
Oh,
And
okay.
It's
they
like
have like the hoodest of the kids, the you know, and we went to McAllen Memorial where they had all the rich kids.
It's the
it was a weird.
It's the McAllen neighborhood closest to Reynosa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where my grandfather used
So
to
you
live.
go in that area, you know, now you see why Mario's like that. You know what? Just tienen unos pinches menudos y unos carnitas y pan dulce y la chingada, todo ese pedo bien padre en esa área.
Yep.
So you were raised in La Balboa, right?
Raised in La Balboa, and you know went to
With a single parent, or
single mom. Yeah.
so your jefito was gone like the day when you were born, or before you were born, or after? Did you get to meet him and know him?
I didn't know it was gonna be in Maury.
Because we can find out who your father is.
No, que paz descanse mi dad.
We actually have the DNA test.
The swab.
Yeah,
kidding.
we can swab you, man, right now, dude.
No, he my dad my parents divorced because he got in trouble and he went to prison and my mom divorced him, and so
What did he get in trouble for, man?
just crossing or
Okay.
beat a coyote.
Illegals. Crossing illegals.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's been going on for a long time.
yeah, for a while, and
It's been a business for a long time.
yeah, damn,
Human trafficking.
yeah.
And so
Don't say it like that. It sounds awful.
well, that's what it is.
I know that's what it is, but
it is.
sounds like that. It's like and
It is a huge thing worldwide, man.
I know.
I mean,
And-
we were watching Queen of the South, and there was one of the episodes that was about human trafficking, and it's a huge syndicate,
big
man.
thing.
It's a hinge in all ages of humans, you know. So your dad went to prison. How old were you when he went to
It
prison?
was like 4.
And what year were you born, man?
79.
79. So this was about 83.
Yeah, around there.
83.
84.
And he went to prison, and your mom said, "You know what? I ain't gonna wait
Yeah,
around
I don't
this."
want my kids to be around that, you know.
Yeah.
And because she didn't know,
Yeah.
so it was.
And so
it,
it was you and you have more than, I mean,
it
it's
was
just,
me and my sister.
okay.
Yeah.
And you're older?
No, she's older.
She's older than you?
Yeah. And that's where I have my nieces and nephew, and
Yeah.
because 40 years old, I don't think I'm gonna have kids now, because I mean.
Pues nunca
the way-
sabes,
the way-
carnal. Watch a Mick Jagger, carnal. Tiene 77 y este
Pero-
otro chavalo. Búscate una de 25 o algo. 26.
No, I have my girl, man, and she's going, it's good. But
How
I mean,
old is she?
She's my age.
Ah, no,
She's
pues
40.
vale más que le comiences a hacer algo, carnal,
That's
porque-
what my mom says.
Yeah.
Pero I mean, we talk about it, bro. But I mean, the world situation now.
Ponle
man.
una hot pill o algo ahí.
It's tough.
It's-
It's tough.
Dale, tell her to take something, a sedative. I mean, not a sedative, but
Oh my gosh.
not a
No,
sedative.
Not a sedative.
What do you call it? Like things that turn women on and whatever, whatever.
A sedative's gonna turn her off.
Yeah, no.
Literally,
Se
she's
quedar
gonna fall
dormida,
asleep.
bro.
Yeah. All she has to
I'm
do
gonna be
to
trying
fall-
to do jokes to wake her up.
Hey, no voy a hacer el Hispanic Bill Cosby, este cabrón. Vato, cálmate. So no, just
my
all
God,
joking aside, none of that. But so you are you gonna have kids or no, bro? I mean, what's up?
I mean, if it happens, it's God's telling me.
Do you
Pero,
want to
know,
have kids?
I do and I don't, bro. Because I mean, the way the world's going, bro. I mean, you want. I feel awful when I read about pregnant women that have COVID. That breaks my heart, dude. I mean, I don't even know. Like, does the newborn come out with COVID, or I mean, it's weird. Like
I don't know.
That's a
I
good
mean,
question.
That's
I would think.
awful.
I know.
dude.
I read an article.
Well, nobody really knows. I mean,
Well, I don't know, but I did read an article last week, and a 3-day-old newborn had tested positive somewhere in Harlingen. So yeah, it was a newborn, and I did read it. I think I screenshot it and I sent it to you. But yeah, I mean, but as far as them being born with it, I'm not sure.
Oh man.
well, I mean, there's also adoption. I mean, you
Was también too. Was
There's
I
a
mean,
lot
that's
of
why
kids.
No,
I
there's a lot of
rescued
kids.
my dog because I just felt like I needed to do something, like, and my dad told me this. So yeah,
But are you really like? Are you ready to have a child?
now yes. I mean, ya soy más calmado. And
Well, we ended
I
up talking
thought-
with Mario about having kids.
Having a kid.
Ya lo estamos
I look like,
poniendo.
sound like my mom.
Se va a ir derecho para la behavioral center. Acá este vato no lo vamos a mandar para el behavioral.
Pero
They say you
I
need
mean,
to
it's
have
not. It's not.
you need to have sex if you want to have kids, bro.
Vais a- Se las tiro. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
Yeah.
Throw it in there like a 3-pointer.
His wife, his chick's watching us going, don't tell him.
I know.
So because you're a guy that likes to travel. You're the guy that likes to go to concerts.
Yeah.
I mean, you like to. You've been, dude. This guy, he's been I don't know how many concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts, but this guy, he made it a point to go to WrestleManias and go to concerts.
That's
and
awesome.
if he ever had a dream of going to see somebody, he's gone.
Yeah.
And are you done with that?
Pues por eso I don't want to have kids, bro. I want to travel. Like, well, now I don't even know if it's possible. I mean, because
of
the whole,
COVID, yeah.
But I travel a little bit more, and my girl, we get on the car and go, but with a kid, we can. Even with my dog, like when I had my dog, even going on the road, it would be so difficult. Me leaving my dog behind, it was so difficult. So I can just imagine having a newborn, and with my schedule.
Yeah, it's a lot of. It's a whole change of life, bro.
Yeah.
But I think you'll work it out, though. You know what I mean? Like, if it does happen, you just find a way to make it work, and it's going to be
absolutely.
it's going to be a team effort thing. So it's going to be you and her. So, and then all of those concerts and whatever, you're going to be able to share it with your child. So it'll work.
Yeah.
It'll work.
I mean, deja tú. My girl she gets back because I was like, babe, I got tickets to Wu-Tang, and she's like, oh, so we're going? I was like, well, I wanted to be real close, only about one ticket.
Oh my gosh.
Constantly, dude.
Yeah.
Constantly I do that.
You're so selfish, dude.
Gacho, bro.
Big time.
Yeah, no, you
Oh
don't
my
need kids,
gosh.
bro.
Exactly, bro.
You don't need kids,
I
bro.
always tell him, I was like, pues, no, so I'm kind of selfish. Like, at least I'm honest about it,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hey, bro, has this COVID thing kind of like, without chingos, like on, you're used to
I
being
did.
on stage making people laugh, bro.
My sobriety was tested gacho, bro. Like, I guess,
Well, you're sober. Wait a second. You
I smoke weed.
okay? Well, then you're not sober.
That's sober. That's
No, it's not.
medicine.
No, it's
Is
no,
it
it's
prescribed?
not. No.
Is it prescribed?
If I was in California, it would be prescribed.
But it's not prescribed.
but it's a mind altering substance. When
Yeah.
you're sober, you have no mind altering substances.
You're alcohol sober. Like,
Yeah.
you're not drinking
Alcohol, sober.
Yeah,
and-
no,
and-
you're just
and
dry.
Hard drugs.
You're dry.
Hard
You're-
drugs.
You're
sober.
you're dry.
What do they call it in AA? The marijuana. I forgot what it's called.
The marijuana maintenance program.
Marijuana maintenance program.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so
Dude, they would get so mad at me because I would be like at meetings, and I would be like, "Well, I still smoke weed." They'll get all mad.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah. I mean, because, and that's the thing. A lot of people, they say they're sober. Like hey, ya estoy sober, carnal. No pisteado en una semana. Hey, wait a second. You're not sober yet, bro. That's just dry.
4 years is pretty good.
Sober, yeah.
No, 3.5. On March 12th was my my
4. If it was 4 years of no mind-altering substances whatsoever, I mean, total abstinence, that might be sobriety. I mean, that might be, because sobriety is an entire change of mind and lifestyle.
Okay, let's say if I switch from THC to CBD, would that still be considered?
Well, I'm not too sure. I mean, I'd look into it.
Or would it count?
Because CBD, you put it on your knee and it helps your pain.
Yeah, but it doesn't
It's
do
not
what,
mind altering.
Yeah, it's not mind altering.
It's not mind
I
altering.
heard it does to some people that have never. I type alguien puso try CBD.
Try CBD.
But the thing is, like, I'm not. I'm not. How can I say this? When I smoke weed, I'm happy. Like when I was drinking, I wasn't even happy drinking anymore.
Well, you
Like,
should be able to be happy without anything.
Exactly,
in your
and I'm
brain.
happy. Yeah, and I'm happy when I don't. I haven't smoked at all today. At all today, I haven't smoked at all today, and I was like, I could go without smoking.
He said,
Pero
he said, chinguna pizza.
me lo voy a llevar, by the way. Me lo voy a llevar.
Take
I wanna
it.
take-
Take
Ahora
it.
si fuera smoke, ordena toda la caja, toda la casa.
But it was creeping up in the back of my mind because I was like, I'm here by myself. I'm nobody's watching me. You know, I can have a drink, but no, I had to, you know, kick those, you know, thoughts out of my head, because honestly, there's no bigger rush than getting like being on stage, dude.
Yeah.
If you can bottle up the adrenaline and the feeling you get when you're on stage, or even when we did that match,
The wrestling.
Dude,
That was so much fun, dude.
That was so much
was
fun.
amazing.
Especially when we got into a fight at the bar. I think we got the footage to that.
It was the funniest thing
Me and
ever.
this guy,
I had it.
we had a weigh in and a contract signing and la chingada. Los aventamos
It got
chingazos.
rowdy.
Dude, I felt so bad. Dude, you were crushing it, bro. And then they had told me right before we started, he's like, don't be funny, just be serious. And it just took away all my momentum, dude. I had nothing what to say.
He's making an excuse.
Best talker. Best talker.
When I got to the radio station, he was there. I schooled him, man, because I'm one of those guys that I think so
You're
fast.
quick.
And aparte de eso, I don't have any mind-altering substance in me. You know what I'm
That
saying?
should have helped me.
So no, it does. That's how slow you are with it, bro. 'Cause
Maybe.
I was
Maybe it
able to
does
run
too.
circles around you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you don't think quick.
No.
You know, and that's when I went to rehab and I decided, I have to stop. Right? I
Mira más flaco, bro.
I didn't know how. I didn't know how I was going to be able to perform without being, buzzed with liquor, and maybe un pasecillo or whatever. And so I got out of rehab and I was like off the stage for about 2-3 months. And then Raymond asked me to, host a show with you guys at Cine Rey. And I said, okay, well, it's just the entrance, introduce us. So I got up there and I killed it, man. And I did what I usually do. And I got off and I told my wife, and I was sweating, and I told my wife,
Very
yeah,
humble.
babe, I did it. I did it without freaking
That's
anything.
badass.
And that's when I decided now I started becoming a little more confident, because I wasn't confident on stage with, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Every time you go on stage, are you under the influence
No.
of anything?
Nah, but I do to write. And I'm writing 2 scripts right now. Your son said, "Déjalo, déjalo, dad." Very on top.
Oh yeah, Randy Carria.
Déjalo.
I'm glad you're not my sponsor, son.
But I smoke, and then I put on this creative music that's on YouTube. You put like creative
Zen
music, and then I just start flowing, and I just start flowing.
Yeah,
But when I go on stage, I'm not as sharp.
Yeah.
You're right, because I do slow down.
Yeah.
When I smoke. So on stage, pero as soon as I get off, blontazo.
Yeah.
And it's-
No, but I
it's-
mean, I've always been entertained with your comedy, dude, because you're really you're out there, bro. I mean, you don't have any, you didn't have any worries. But we were talking about his dad and all that, and him going into the military and all that. We'll get back to that in a bit. But I need to say that, Mario was one of those comedians, local comedians, that really, really pushed the envelope. Raymond Horta, he was pretty good at it as well. But this guy kind of really did it before Horta did it, and this guy started, when I started watching him, and we would sit down and what he was saying was like, golly, but
I
it
would
was freaking-
cringe, but I would laugh.
Yeah. How's the atmosphere now, bro? Everybody's so sensitive, dude.
Yeah, now you gotta
sucks.
gotta walk around like, oh, man, I feel so. When you ask me what did my dad get arrested for,
Yeah.
like I never say that word, and it came out because that's what my uncles and they would always tell me like, oh, was your dad got arrested for this, so that's why it stayed in my head. But I don't
Yeah,
like
well,
saying
you
that
didn't
word.
finish saying the entire
Yeah.
derogatory word, but
Yeah.
and the people that are watching are more than likely like, they've heard it before. It doesn't
Yeah.
really bother them or anything. But the people that run this YouTube corporation and all that, they might be able to find it offensive and block or give us a strike, So we need to be careful with that, and we always are.
And-
So then, what's your take on this atmosphere where you have to be very careful with what you say as a comedian? I mean, even the biggest comedians are.
Yeah, you gotta now. I think you really, really have to test yourself, because I think you can go one of 2 ways. You can start toning back and then just being more creative in how you're gonna say your jokes without offending anyone, or just say fuck it. Or I'm sorry, You just say,
Oh, you could do that's
you can
all
say
right.
that.
yeah, just say, no, the heck with it, and just start going balls out and be super super offensive. And it's either two ways. I'm trying to. I have this joke where I make fun of my my hair that I look like a lesbian.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm kind of try to take that off and not trying to find a way where I can make fun of my hair without trying to insult somebody or
Well, I mean, there's
Offend
there's,
the
there-
offend.
there's
a
a
particular
self-deprecating humor that you have,
yeah.
where you get up there and you make fun of yourself, your weight,
Mm-hmm.
your time in the Marines, and basically, I mean, those are a lot of. I mean, that's what I do. I talk about my story and I make fun of myself, and it's funny on the way, and then I recreate some situations that I went through, and I get in the character of the people that are involved in that situation, but. Self-deprecating humor, you're making fun about yourself, but
Yeah.
then people can
Yeah.
say, you know what, he's making fun of everybody like that. Like the clip that I saw today where you were talking about your weight and other gorditos that go to that are in what is it where they work out, CrossFit. And then they're like, cállate la boca, cállate el hocico, you're not in CrossFit, and he's a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So, that could go either way. I mean, and the people were laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
People
was
were
funny.
cracking up.
I mean, I thought it was funny. I don't see how, it just sucks that, like, especially comedians like you guys can't just do your job anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have to be careful. You have to be walking on eggshells because you might offend somebody. I'm not the smallest girl, and I thought that was a funny video. Like, it didn't offend me, but not everybody's like me. So not everybody think like me. So it's just, it's hard.
And then some people just say they're offended just to say they're offended, and
Yeah,
then
that's
for them
true.
to get clout themselves.
That's
like,
true.
oh, I can't believe this comedian was talking about. Yeah.
And that's to get like other people to chime in and say,
yeah.
don't worry, you're this, you're that, you're great, you're.
Yeah.
We're in an era that it's all about likes,
Yeah.
shares, and followers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're
It's all
gonna,
about
and that's why,
going
like,
viral.
sometimes I watch, Twitter, I watch some social media, and there's people talking about COVID, and and sometimes I'm like, wow, is it true that they got it? They don't. You don't know. I mean, some people might. I mean, if people
man.
lie in person,
That's
social
true.
media is so much easier to lie on, bro, because nobody can research you or see you in your face and see that,
But
some
isn't against the law to say you have COVID and you don't?
people- I have no idea,
I mean,
bro.
maybe now.
yeah.
Maybe.
But I wouldn't doubt it. There's some people.
Do you
saying
know
they
anybody
can.
that's got it?
Yeah, dude. When it first started from March to May, ponle que I knew 2 people, and they weren't close, friends. I just, had them on my Facebook. From June to July, I've known 12 people, bro, and
Wow.
2 people that passed away, and with 1 fellow Marine. And so,
So that's some serious stuff.
yeah, bro,
I mean,
it's,
even
it's
the
the
guys from
second wave.
Yeah, the
La
Intocable,
Intocable.
guys, they got it. So
Chingos of WWE personnel are getting it. Renee Young.
I mean, it's gotta run its course, man. I mean, we can stay in shelter in place for the next 2-3 months. When we get out, it's still gonna be out there.
And even if there is going to be a vaccine, I feel like
don't
it's
wanna
like
take a vaccine.
it's like right now there's a flu vaccine and there's people that still die from the flu. Like
Yeah.
I just see it as like I don't want to live in fear, and God forbid, nobody here gets it, or hopefully the people that have it are getting better, but it's like you got to think that way too. Like, I mean, there's a vaccine also for flu, but it's
'Cause
just
even-
hard. It's hard to deal with.
And I know
overall.
some people think, like even me, que soy bien cuidadoso and I'm staying at home and I've turned down gigs. It crept up in my mind, like, pues chingado, bro, what if you just get it? You're young. I mean, I know I'm fat, but for the most part, I'm fairly healthy. My blood pressure's good. I'm not diabetic, gracias a Dios.
Yeah, that's good.
Everything's
Yeah.
good. So I was like, but why don't I'll just get it. Me aguanto el pinche pedo for 2-3 weeks, and then I'll just start going out again. But then I read there could be potential complications afterwards, and you can get it.
Yeah.
You can get it again.
Nadie sabe, bro.
So
I mean,
That's
it's
it's
like,
that's the crazy thing. Nobody really
yeah,
knows.
yeah, this is a strain that nobody's ever seen or had, and
Yeah.
they don't know.
And the flu kicks my ass, dude. The flu
you know,
knocks
bro, I'm
me
gonna
on
tell
my
you,
ass, bro. So I can just imagine the COVID.
a friend of mine told me that, real good friend of mine, one of our friends got it, and he's like built. He's a strong dude, and it kicked his ass. And he said that he was like hallucinating in the bed, of seeing people around his bed and stuff like that. And that some guy from Mexico came, gave him a shot. 2 hours, he was done. It was better.
But did he have COVID?
Yeah.
Tested positive?
Yeah.
Just like the flu.
Well, apparently it was COVID. And they gave him a shot. And some dude from Mexico came down and gave him a shot or something, or came up. And he got better. I mean, so I don't know how.
I just think there's some people that are going to get better with a steroid, a shot, whatever.
Penicillina,
even maybe
an
over
antibiotic.
maybe even like over the counter stuff. But it's just, it depends on the person and their body. That's, I think, what everybody's trying to like share, like make people understand. It's like, yes, you can get it, but it might affect you differently than everybody else.
You think que los pot smokers, que también the resin from all the weed in their lungs, it doesn't get stuck because it gets stuck in the resin of the weed.
Like, who would know that?
Mario?
But
that's why I'm not completely sober.
But how could that be factual? I mean, where did this?
Oh my God!
What I want to know is, when did the CDC release that note?
I'm sure they did.
I have no idea.
I do want to send a special shout out to George Arellano. He says, un shout out para mi wifey, 9 years married, 14 years together. I love you. Hey, let me finish. I love you, Sarah, and thanks for blessing me with 4 princesses. Love our family desde Chicago. So they love #PVT, so I wanted to send a special shout out also to Eagle Pass in Dallas and Dallas, Texas. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, Moses and Chris V. Shout out to my lovely nurse, he says, and wife, who puts up with everything that is going on with COVID-19 and me.
Thank you for that.
Also to Jesse Pacheco, Que Pasa Rock from Sunnyside, Washington.
Oh, shout out. I was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Really?
Chingo de raza para allá.
Hey, chingo de raza.
Carlos J. Nava, he got a Z-Pack. That's what he's saying. It might be. I mean, Z-Pack's always kicking a flu's ass.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, again, going back, it just depends on what your symptoms are, because a lot of the asymptomatic people that have come out positive, they just tell them to quarantine and go home. Like, they don't give them a Z-Pack. They don't give them antibiotics.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends. Like Felicia was saying, it just depends on what your symptoms are and how bad it hits.
Erwin Heredia, Que Paso PVT crew, shout out from Manor, Texas. We need to be safe. It's not a conspiracy. I have family that are getting sick from the Eagle Pass, Texas to Dallas, Texas. Okay. So Mario, best quarterback in the NFL.
Philip Rivers.
Hey, hold on.
Hey.
That's Ronnie Echavarria. Estamos viendo
He's stirring the pot already.
Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
Voy a comprar one of those dual jerseys.
Yeah.
Chargers and Colts. He went to the Colts, bro.
Yeah, he went to the Colts, man. He's going to go retire with the Colts, man. So then you went into the military in 98.
98.
Why?
Just because I pretty much didn't want to keep on studying. And I knew it was something. I kind of wanted to test myself because I always read that, the military son los más chingones. And I really felt I never applied myself in high school, even though I was in honors class and, I graduated top, percent of my class. I never, nunca le eché ganas. So I was like, man, I'm going to go to the military. I'm going to. Estaba gordita. I wasn't as big as I am now. Maybe I was like a 190. And I had to
I've seen pictures. You look different, big time.
So but a lot of people were like, "No, the Marine's too hard for you." So I wanted to go in there and prove that I can kick ass, and I did for boot camp. And then I just started drinking a lot of the military. So I never really achieved rank because I decided I loved the bottle more than I loved being a good Marine.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was there for my fellow Marines in other ways. Had their back.
But that happens a lot in the military, right? I mean, you learn how to drink good.
It's you either become real religious, you become a gym rat, or you become an alcoholic. One of the three.
Yeah.
And I became an alcoholic.
And you got out in 2002, under what kind of circumstances?
Honorable. Muy apenas.
See?
Barely. Because I got in trouble right before I got out.
What happened?
I had 1 week before I was supposed to fly out. Me and this fellow Marine, he's from here, from the Valley. We went out, and we used to go to this strip club that had like strippers from all over the world, and we became friends with them, right?
Yeah.
So we were leaving this club, and the club was called. I'm dropping dimes like this club was called Salsatina. It was like a Latino club, like. So it was already like 5 a.m. We were leaving, and we see one of the girls. She's like getting into an argument with her Japanese boyfriend, and then when we were walking by, all I said was hey, bye honey. I think her name or her dancing name was Honey. So I said, hey, bye honey. But he took real offense that we interrupted their argument.
Yeah.
He turned around and pushed my friend. And from there, like, you know, I punched them, and, you know, started, you know, punching them.
So
and
round ahí.
See, and we took off on the honcho. We went to base, and we were laughing about it, like, pinche chato aprovechado ahí peleándose con la ruca. We were, you know, laughing about it that we kicked his ass. So that was a week before I flew out. The day of my going away party, somebody on my unit. He somehow, because he would go to that strip club también, he knew that dude, and he told him, well, he's having his going away party at this location. I was the next morning I was gonna fly out to EAS, and
what's EAS?
End of active service.
Órale.
They came at my going away party with the Japanese police and arrested me.
Damn.
Yeah, they arrested me and my buddy because they found out on the log. It was like
And the Japanese police arrested you?
the Japanese police arrested me.
And you were off base?
We're off base,
Oh, okay.
but it was like a combined effort with the military police también because they saw the logbook. Oh, well, he signed out with this guy, and they're both there at the party right now. So they arrested us both, bro.
Wow.
And,
So te pusiste como nos pusimos allá en el Ranch House Burgers?
sí.
Ahí.
Pero
Was it on
Got
camera?
rowdy.
Was it on camera?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
So then you got arrested.
I got
off
arrested,
base,
and
man.
I was there in Japanese, I guess, holding cell for a few days, and they wanted me to admit that my buddy was with me, and I was like, nah, we signed out together, but he wasn't with me when that happened. He went his separate ways. They went back on base. I stayed behind, so they let him go, and they held me back longer because of that. But finally, they let me go. But before it got resolved with the Japanese government, I was in what it's called international legal hold, and they busted me down all the way down to PFC. They had me on restriction, and the guy dropped the charges, but I had to pay his medical bills, which was like $1,000, which was the money I had saved up
To go party.
Yeah, and they let me go honorably, but with a loss of rank.
Yeah.
PFC, dude. Oh.
Dang. you left that you left this pile again, a golden pile, private first class.
Yeah. And my buddy to this day, he's gone to some of my shows. He's like, man, like, te lo agradezco like a lot, bro, because you never, like, you know, you kept saying that I wasn't there
You
with
didn't
you.
rat him
back,
out, man.
And you saved my career, you know, you saved my
todo el
career.
rollo, carnal, es
Yeah.
todo. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so you came back from the military, and you started your comedy career?
No, it took me a while. Came home and I was just drinking, and then I got into cocaine, and that was awful those years. And
Yeah.
I was actually in 2005 I got fired from. No, I didn't get fired. I quit from the post office because I wasn't part of the union. I was a casual clerk, which means they worked us to death, bro. 14, 16 hours and just getting paid like $7 an hour because I wasn't part of the union. And they were going to make me part of the union, but I just got frustrated that they never did, and I quit, and I ended up going to San Antonio, and I was homeless for a while. And then I went to this veterans help, and they hooked me up with a job, and they hooked me up with a place to stay, and I was in San Antonio. That's where I started open mics. And I was there for about a year, and then I got homesick. I came back, and then so when I started like comedy full time, chingon style.
And when you went to the open mic, like, it was just something you just did one night, or
Yeah,
you were like, I'm gonna do it.
I've always, like, I even have a plaque of when I got out of the military. It says private first class. So embarrassing. But yeah, they're like, thank you for your service, and thank you for all the laughs and all the good times you my shop did this, and good luck in your Hollywood career. And because I would tell them, like, they were always like, so what are you gonna do when you get out, Mario? And I was like, I'm gonna be part of the real world. You know, remember
Yeah.
I'm gonna get casted on the real world.
I wanted to be part of the real world.
That was my dream, dude. I was like, I'm gonna be part of the real world. I like somehow, like, I wanted to be Snooki before Snooki was Snooki. Yeah. Like, I wanted to just get paid to get drunk and act like an idiot.
Oh my God.
Well, it's great that you're here with us tonight, man. And Raymond Rose says, do you get sushi in the Slammer in Japan?
Puro fish head.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Puro.
I was only there the hold itself for like 2 days, but yeah, it was pretty bad.
And then,
I was the biggest guy there too. I'm 5'10", and I was the tallest guy there. There was a bunch of little Japanese dudes.
Yeah.
And how did you communicate with everybody though?
It just by like hand gestures, right? And the small Japanese I knew. Hey, arigato.
You didn't bow?
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say in the bow.
I did. I would bow, and they would just look at me like, "What are you doing? We're not about to fight."
About to fight.
That's so crazy though, to be somewhere and not know like what, like anybody's, like how to communicate with anybody. That's
dude, it's like, have you ever been to jail in Mexico, dude?
También in Tijuana, dude. Pero I never made it to the actual jail. I was in the cop car in the actual jail, pero they let me go.
Wow.
Man, doesn't matter, bro. I can write a whole book on how many times I.
Well, we'll have you again someday because we can't go too long. We could be here forever, but we got a curfew, dude.
I know.
So we gotta go to the next segment here, ladies and gentlemen. Mario Salazar, man, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Any comments or shout outs to people that are watching?
Yes, we have Joey Garcia. Great show, guys. Shout out to my lovely wife, Stephanie, still working and watching from home. Felipe Menchaca, saludos from Austin, Texas. And then what does he say?
Moses put saving Ryan's privates instead of saving private.
Or did you see that meme of that couple? That,
and it was what? Saving, they put something on there.
Saving our property or something.
Saving private property.
Saving property.
Yeah, those people that St. Louis that pulled the guns out on those people that were protesting.
I saw that.
Yeah, we have Mauro Vasquez as well. Rudy Moreno, Chris Sepulveda, Ozzy Zavala, Joe Estrada, Moses, and Mario Flores. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Also, King X, Biggie X, my brother Mario Superstar, Azuka, top fan, from Edinburgh, Texas, Robert Flores.
Hey, saludos, Robert. That guy's super cool, man. Big wrestling fan, big comedy fan, man. Great dude, man.
Jerry Garcia, guy, he's hello from Abilene today. Thank you so much.
Love your ice cream.
All right, and Fluffy, is that Fluffy? Hi, bye, is that Fluffy? No, it's Mario Salazar.
It's like the most basic thing you could tell me.
Yeah.
Basic ass.
He was so creative with that, right?
It's groundbreaking material right there. My job's in jeopardy. Watch out.
Hombre, carnal, this guy's fluffier, way. Elias Perez Rock, his story is funny. Jared Lee, shout out to Primos Martinez from Poti, Texas. Salud para David Lee.
Strawberry Festival.
USMC 9195, saludos from El Paso, Texas.
Chuco Town.
Mark Anthony, both shows were awesome, bro. Saludos to Mark Anthony from Bastrop, Texas. Don't go too late, Fish. We'll get another ticket.
Oh my gosh. I know. I can't get a ticket.
George Fernandez, saludos de Glendora, Eric, and George. So thank you so much. And we really appreciate all of you supporting the show, man. And we like to bring in friends and people, interesting people like this guy's got a great story. So we're going to go to our next segment. It's hashtag PVT's top 5 questions with Mario Salazar.
There we go, on the spot. Right. Luckily, I didn't smoke today because it would take me forever to answer these.
All right, with every question you get right, you get a slice of pizza.
No.
Okay. Okay, question number 1. Who is currently the best rapper hip-hop artist?
Right now? I still say Eminem.
Eminem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to him because after that diss rap that he did, that was really fun.
Wasn't it like in the Grammy Awards or something like that, or some award show? MTV Award or something?
Was it with MGK?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was intense. They went back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is
The
something because
diss
I
rap.
remember he did something against Trump and all that.
Oh yeah. No, he had a rap battle with they had a back and forth, him and MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Isn't he going out with one of those
He's
chicks?
going out with Megan Fox.
Yeah. Se la tumbó un vato, no?
Yeah.
Eminem's going out with him.
No. MGK.
Oh, MJ. Oh,
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I guess he won the battle after all.
He did a good job as Tommy Lee in that movie, the Motley Crue show.
The Motley Crue.
What was it
movie.
called?
Livewire.
No,
it wasn't called Livewire.
the Netflix movie.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Kickstart My Heart. No.
No, the name of the title of the movie. I think it was.
Oh my goodness.
It was
I think it was Livewire.
No.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
There was even a song. La da da da, la da da da. Somebody's gonna tell us right
Yeah, I
now.
forgot.
Jared Lee says Drake.
Ooh, I like Drake.
You don't like Drake?
I like Drake, but not like.
best. Neil Villarreal, hello. Trippin, Drake, our Toronto boy. All right. Okay, number 2. Who will be the best NFL player this year?
Is that a trick question? Because I don't think there's gonna be. No quiero agüitar la gente, bro. It's looking like we're not gonna have it. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna stay positive. See about NFL. Who's the best player?
Or who will be the best NFL player?
Like who's gonna be the MVP?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Mahomes again. He's gonna take the MVP.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Ronnie says the dirt.
The
dirt. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, that was a give me the dirt, give me the dirt. Right, that was a song.
I don't know why I thought it was Livewire.
All right, number 3. Oh, so you said Mahomes, right?
Mahomes will win the MVP.
Dude, one of my favorite videos that you put
Oh
up
my goodness, the Mahomes
was when the
video.
Chargers beat the
Yes.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
Mahomes, vete pa la casa, Mahomes. You're going nuts, dude. And in that video when you broke the TV, bro, you destroyed
That was
it.
intense.
Yeah.
I loved it. We can watch it over and over again.
And then when he was picked to go up and pick the next
draft?
the draft
Oh my
in the middle of
gosh.
everybody,
I
and he
saw that.
he said San Diego Chargers instead of LA Chargers, and he was like overnight, like viral overnight.
Oh yeah, and on Twitter, bro, people were saying I was saying racist comments, and I was like, dude, I wasn't. I was just saying puro Chargers. But people, just because I said
Dude.
stuff in Spanish, they said that I was being racist. I was like, just because I'm
What?
speaking Spanish,
Dude,
that's
That's
racist in your part, dude.
insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
stay off of
Yeah,
Twitter,
Twitter's
dude.
awful, dude.
Twitter's a
Twitter's
sore, dude.
Yeah.
Twitter's a sewer.
I mean, I go on there just to troll people, you know?
I know. I always see you trolling.
Yeah.
My dad just goes on there to troll and get blocked
Yeah,
from
no.
big news people.
I got blocked by Brian Stelter from CNN.
Stelter.
Baron Corbin blocked me.
You know who else? What wasn't it? Kirsten.
Kirsten. that-
Some chick that's on CNN. She blocked me too, and I'm not even bad with them. You know, I just like
put, like,
question
one
their
word,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, man. But,
Then Ana Navarro corrected you once, and everybody was like going off on you.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because I spelled her name with 2 N's instead of
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's Anna with 1 N.
Oh
And then people were just
Everybody
Yeah.
was
Twitter's
telling him
awful,
off. It was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's fun. I mean, it's kind of fun though. Bro. All right, number 3, AEW, NXT, Impact, Ring of Honor, or WWE, and why?
NXT, because they're in competition with AEW head to head, so their production value of their show has. I mean, they were on. It was always good, but now that they're on TV, and it's just you get more invested in the characters in NXT because you want them to go to the main roster, so you follow them more. You're like, man, I can't wait for Keith Lee to make it to the main roster. So you're constantly watching. I don't miss a week of NXT. I'll go without watching Raw or SmackDown or AEW, but I can't miss a week of NXT.
Who do you think was the best NXT guy to go to WWE?
That's the thing. They always drop the ball on a lot of the characters.
Ricochet, dude. That guy's a massive.
That guy's bad.
He's got a lot of ring talent. I don't
They
know
don't
how
use
good
him.
he is as far as a character.
He needs more. Le falta promo
Mike,
wise.
yeah. A muchos les falta eso, bro.
Because they don't let them también. It's very.
They gotta
scripted.
follow the script. Yeah, they
And
can't be
then-
themselves.
In NXT, they're more Triple H le da more freedom to do their own promos.
Yeah.
Y acá it's very structured and raw. But I like the four horsewomen when they came up, Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte. Because I remember watching them on NXT, and when they debuted on WWE, man, it was game changer for the women's division.
Yeah.
And they've been kicking ass.
Yeah.
And
But
the main roster.
You know, they did that pay-per-view with all women, and it didn't go too
Oh,
well,
yeah, they
man.
didn't do
It
too
was a
hot.
flop.
Pues
But-
también they had like Nikki Bella as like the main event. Like
Yeah.
you get-
One of the best matches that I thought was a best WrestleMania match was Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. I mean, that match was amazing. I was coming from Mercedes in the car, and I was watching it on my phone, and I was like, damn, some hot spots, high spots, big time. That was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Do you think AEW will survive the COVID, dude?
Man, I've been saying if they don't produce content that they're gonna be taken off TV.
They brought in Brian Cage, dude.
They did. Yeah.
And Brian Cage is a very talented wrestler. He's got some
He's
mic
huge.
skills as
They
well.
Yeah, he
They
is.
got Taz
He
talking
has
for
the
him.
look. He
And
has
he-
the look.
And he's agile. I mean, the guy can get up on the rope and do flips and do all
Yeah,
kinds of
for
stuff
his
for
size.
a big guy.
Yeah, for his size, he can do.
And he has
a lot.
one of the nicest personalities I've
Yeah, he was
met.
really cool.
Yeah,
And
really-
his squash matches are entertaining.
yeah,
Because he makes it look brutal. Bro.
yeah.
And it's,
I was watching a video last night where they're bringing up some second generation wrestlers. Devon Dudley has like a twin sons that they're thinking of signing up with WWE. Also, Big John Studd's son, dude.
Oh, wow.
He's like 7 feet tall, 6'10".
Also, The Rock's daughter.
Well, yeah.
She's
And
been,
The
she's been
Undertaker.
training.
Rick Steiner's también son. Rick Steiner's son.
The Undertaker's
Undertaker's
son,
son.
they're thinking of bringing him in and sort of like create a new
storyline.
Undertaker with him because he looks a lot like his dad
He
and
does.
and he's as tall.
Oh,
He's
wow.
about 6, and so they're thinking, and he just retired last night. They had like a retirement thing
Yeah.
on WWE, right? The Undertaker.
Have you seen that series?
Well, I've seen some of it. The Last Ride.
Last Ride, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've always wanted to, because he's never done anything like that. He was a
No.
pretty quiet, you didn't hear a lot about his private life. He never did interviews, anything like that. And all of a sudden, he's all over the place talking. But I really liked when he was preparing for that match, dude, when he
Yeah.
got that warehouse and brought in the ring. And
Yeah.
the Edge one, too, was really good, how Edge came back. And it was such a shame that WrestleMania had no audience for him and Randy
Yeah.
Orton on his comeback. And then the guy that beat that got the belt, the guy from Wales, or what is it?
Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, Drew McIntyre. He finally gets that
Yeah.
that belt at WrestleMania, and there's no audience to rub off on him. Like
To get that,
To
that
celebrate
feeling,
him.
that
Yeah.
that historic moment.
Yeah,
that
dude.
WrestleMania moment.
All right. Okay. Number 4, best wrestler of all time. We're on the same thing.
Well, my favorite personal wrestler is Captain Charisma Christian. I used to love his promos back in the day. And Eddie Guerrero, man, he was just a complete package because how he could make an audience hate him, and then just the loudest pop. And because I've been to I met Chavo Guerrero after the fights.
Yeah, over here.
At,
I
the
saw the
Combate.
picture with you, and you
And
got that
Chavo.
Charger.
Yeah,
He was there at El
we did
Patron's.
something that night too.
Yeah, we did something on the off our
promote
wrestling thing. But I saw Chavo Guerrero Jr. There at
Combate?
Cage side, Combate Americas, and I told Rally, sin cara o no sin cara, dos caras, I think, and Beto, El Patron, and then I saw Chavo, and I was like, I had to go take a picture, and I saw you had a picture with him. So
Yeah, he was really, really cool. And I told him, I was like, dude, I've been to WrestleManias, I've been to Survivor Series, been to Royal Rumbles, and to this day, the loudest pop I've ever heard was when the WWE first came to Dodge Arena, Dodge Arena back in the day. It was like 2004,
yeah.
2005, when the Guerreros came out, dude. It was loud, bro.
Yeah.
Huge, like
Chris Benoit was still around, and he was here too.
I met Chris Benoit.
It was Chris
one of the
Benoit
first-
and Eddie Guerrero. They were wrestlers. They were heels, and they
Well,
were here
the first
at
time they
Dodge
came,
Arena.
the first time they came they were a tag team, Los Guerreros.
Yeah.
Chavo and Eddie.
Órale.
Yeah. And that I told him, I was like, dude, that's the loudest pop I've ever heard, and that's because I've been to WrestleManias, and just because Eddie, like everybody loved Eddie, man.
Yeah.
He's such a great personality.
Yeah, and he knew the sport, he knew the psychology.
Yeah.
He had it down pat, man. One of the wrestlers that I saw again, like I stumbled onto some old videos, like John Cena's very first match. Who do you think it was against?
Well, they say Kurt Angle.
Yeah, it was Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Dude, Kurt Angle was great, man.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's really
I
good
mean,
too, man.
that guy was character, wrestling ability, gold medal, broken neck. I mean, I think Kurt Angle is one of the greatest too, dude. And not really too many pay attention to him because he ended up getting out of the WWE and had some drug problems and stuff.
And he picked it up so fast. He was
Yeah.
a main eventer within the year.
I
He was
know,
a
dude.
WWE champion within the year.
I mean, he came on and he caught on to that promo, that character,
The
and grabbing
three
the mic
eyes.
and working the crowd. I mean, who would have thought, right?
Is that who
Crazy.
you have back there?
Yeah, that's Kurt Angle.
Kurt
right
Angle?
here. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, right
I
here,
saw him.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. And he had a comedic bone too, man.
Yeah, when Austin turned heel and he was heel too.
Yeah.
The segments they would do would
The
be
little
so
cowboy
fun.
hat
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Super funny,
Some
man.
classic stuff. All right, number 5. What movie have you watched over and over again?
I think everybody has Blood In, Blood Out.
Blood In, Blood Out?
Blood In, Blood Out.
Let
I
him
can-
let
Miklo.
out. Miklo.
It's the best thing I've had in 7 years, Vato Loco. I can quote the most quotable movie of all time. Man.
Yeah.
Well, you're Latino.
More than Scarface?
More than Scarface. Friday's real quotable too.
Yeah.
But like Blood In, Blood Out, you can quote something from Blood In, Blood Out. Everybody's gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, give me some chon chon. Everybody knows that. I don't want his life. I want his pork chop. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. So yeah, man, Blood In, Blood Out. I wanted to do a Blood In, Blood Out, like a Comic Con, but a Blood In, Blood Out style, bro.
Yeah, puro cholo movies.
Yeah.
You know what we started watching last night on, I think it was Netflix. I don't know what it was, but it was Inmate Number 8 or something like that. And it's a documentary on Machete.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, on Danny Trejo. And I started watching it, but it was like already 12:30 at night, dude. And I didn't want to stop watching it, man, because he talks about growing up in LA. I mean, the dude's 76 years old, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 76, and he talks about his uncle that he looked up to, that was military, and he ended up, turning into heroin, and he shot him up when he was 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. I mean, the story is amazing, and Danny's just a true iconic figure that has survived. He's a survivor. He got out of prison in '69, and the beginning of the documentary, he walks into a prison and there's a bunch of prisoners sitting down, and he starts talking to them, and his dress code is just like my jefitos, he's got these little Stacey
Stacey
Adams, his
Yeah.
slacks, he's
Old
got little
school.
gorrito, because he's my dad's age. And
That's
he's
Chaparrito too, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, man. I don't know how short he is, but I've never met him in person.
Oh, you never met. Oh.
But a true iconic figure, Danny Trejo, man.
You know he owns a bunch of donut shops in California.
Oh, it's tacos.
A taco, yeah, I was about to say.
and the donut place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a donut place.
Because I know he has Trejo's Tacos,
Oh, yeah, he has
Yeah,
a taco
Trejo's
place and a
Tacos.
donut.
and his mom was it was a stepmom that he really looked up to, and she was always talking about wanting to start a restaurant when he was a little kid. And so I thought to myself, okay, now that's why he decided to open up Trejo's Tacos, because it was something
Yeah.
that his mom had always wanted, and that's awesome. He's just an American dream, dude.
Yeah, he seems really
Big
cool.
time, bro.
American dream come true.
Yeah, so, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what they got. The Godfather, Carmen Benavides. Mario Flores says Blood In, Blood Out.
I've never
Up
seen
in
that
smoke.
movie.
Moses says Goldberg is a legend, bro.
Bro, he's horrible,
I
dude.
remember Goldberg.
Me lo mataba el Undertaker.
The Footloops Kingdom says Michael Hayes. Yeah, Michael Hayes is really damn good. Jared Lee says La Bamba. He's been able to see it over and over again.
That's a good one.
Christopher Barrera says Bret Hart. Sal C says Goldberg. Mario Flores says El Spawn.
I remember
The
Spawn.
legend,
And Spawn.
Valley icon.
Yeah. King X Biggie X says Up in Smoke. That's another quotable movie.
That's a
Am I
funny
driving okay? I think we're parked, man. Let's see. Bring it down a little bit more, Mama. Yeah. Wrestling God says Bruiser Brody, best international superstar ever. Jared Lee says Nacho Libre. Mauro Vasquez says rematch El Rock versus Mario Superstar Salazar. That might happen.
Yes, we need to have it happen.
Yeah, I got my hair back. But I didn't really appreciate you all chanting Homer Simpson when I'd walk out there,
That
bro.
was terrible.
What are you laughing at? Don't be laughing.
hilarious.
You were making fun of me.
I'm not laughing. That was terrible.
Dude, did I do a good job working the
You
crowd,
did,
bro?
Next time you can go out dressed as Homer Simpson.
You had chingos of heel
I'm
heat, bro.
kidding, Dad. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mad. I was mad. They shouldn't have been calling you that.
Yeah. Well,
With the fake hair. That was great, bro.
when you shaved my hair off and everything, they all got into it. Besides me and Mario putting up, I think that was one of the greatest moments in Valley history, wrestling history. You
It
know,
was.
and I know that sometimes, the wrestling purists don't like outsiders coming
Yeah.
in. I mean, but you saw it in WrestleMania, the first one. You had Mr. T, you had Cyndi Lauper, and then you'd bring in, some other Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So, wrestling's always been known to bring in outside elements of the entertainment industry.
Drew Carey.
Yeah, in order to be able, and Pete Rose, right?
Yeah.
He was
I like
always-
that. Like I personally like that. I think it's entertaining to
Yeah.
see people that aren't aren't in the wrestling world in
Yeah.
I
I
think what helped with like the wrestlers were super cool with us.
And the
They were
matches
really-
were great.
They were our match, like the Chris and Richards is like, I don't know, Dagger, bro.
dude,
They
it
were
was-
killing it.
It was great,
So,
dude.
but I think it helped that they knew we were huge wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
So they because you get some of these like when Kevin Hart went to WWE,
Yeah.
like you could tell he doesn't know anything about the business.
Yeah.
You could tell.
You got to get a mark.
Yeah.
You got to get a mark. You got to get somebody that loves it and
Yeah.
lives it and has been watching it forever. And then you'll probably get something really good out of it. It's even the bumps, you know what I mean? But I was really, what really was impressive, I think, that we both really dedicated ourselves to building up this match with promos. Your workout promo was hilarious, dude. Running back and forth in the,
The
ring,
tire.
doing the thing, and then the tire. You're gonna go down, right? You're gonna go down, and then
It's 5 a.m.
Dude,
It was at night.
yeah, and then my friends started jumping on Mario on social
Oh, yeah.
media.
Really?
Yo me agüité, bro. Los hice black.
They screenshot Mario with the tire, and they put a donut on there.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, he was crossfitting a tire with a donut.
It was
So everybody was
That's
getting
cool.
involved, and then your friend that Trump impersonator, man, he
Oh,
came
yeah.
in, and we did me and the Trump impersonator. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen this, just go to the playlist on our channel and go to the wrestling match, Hair versus Hair. That's what we called it. And you can watch the entire episodes and everything.
builds up everything.
Yeah, it builds up from the beginning to the end. And this guy brought in, what's his name, Michael Filamati or something?
Michael Filato.
Filato from San
Yeah.
Antonio, who was a Donald Trump impersonator. And he showed up to the house. I said, turn the cameras on. We did it in one take, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was one of the most funnest and amazing promos. And then he did a promo, and then we did so we went all out for this event. And
Estaba lleno. Se llenó.
yeah. And, we were supposed to be part of some other events as well, but we won't know until this COVID thing is over, and then everybody can restart and reboot. But,
See, no backyard wrestling.
yeah.
That's how I used to.
Backyard beefs, or what is
Backyard wrestling. We'll put the ring in
Backyard
the back.
beefs.
That's how I got the whole superstar name, because I used to do backyard wrestling in the Marine Corps when I was in my
Really?
MOS
Really?
school.
Wow, I was going to ask you
in
about
North Carolina,
that.
yeah.
Órale.
I was doing a promo, and then I was like, you can hate me because you ain't me. And this is before that movie that made that phrase popular. I said that, you can hate me because you ain't me, because I'm Mario Superstar Salazar, like really rhyming it.
yeah.
And from then on, like I would just call myself, I even got the tattoo. People say that it's a Dallas Cowboy.
I was
thing.
about to ask, is that a
Yeah.
Dallas? No, it's La Estrella from
Yeah, from the thing, yeah.
Bingo, no?
From
La
the Loteria.
Estrella.
I just put Superstar Salazar on it. That was my first ever tattoo.
That's awesome.
That's where the whole superstar thing came from.
That's super cool.
Sí, we learned something at the end of the show tonight.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you, Mario Superstar.
Thank you, man. It was a
Salazar,
blast,
man.
bro. Y luego la pizza that I'm going to take home. Yeah.
And this won't be the last time he comes by, man. He's got plenty of more stories, and we'll be able to come bring him back. And I was thinking maybe we could do a show about wrestling, just wrestling in general for all the
That'd be
wrestling
awesome.
fans out there. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he's got friends, and we've got a little crew, and we could all come in and sit down and start talking wrestling and take phone calls and and read your comments and stuff here on the My PVT network. So we'll work on something like that, hopefully. All right. Once this
awesome,
COVID
bro.
thing is done, we can do some different things and all that. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, want to remind you to join our Patreon club. A $25 pledge gets you a special #PVT T-shirt and sticker, and you have the chance of winning in our PVT weekly drawings for prizes. Cash App is $ Rock and Roll James, Venmo at Rock and Roll James, and I'm gonna go to the reminder before that, Felicia. I know I'm sorry, I kind of jumped the.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Let me congratulate then the Survival Kit winner, Rudy Moreno from Houston, Texas. Congratulations, Rudy. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate you spreading the word about #PVT. Thank you so much.
And he is watching right now, though.
Yeah,
He commented
I
a
have
little. Yeah, he commented a little while ago. So thank you.
All right. And, well, I'd like to remind you, Thursday night, Saturday night, and next Tuesday, #PVT will be broadcasting live from the beautiful beaches of South Padre Island, Texas for the 4th of July weekend. Thursday, Saturday, and next Tuesday. It is going to be fantastic. You're going to be there with us. You'll be able to check out the sounds and the sights of the beautiful surf and waves from the third story of a condominium and the balcony, and we'll be out there, and we'll be asking for everybody to hang out with us, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And
Can I send a special shout out?
Yeah,
I'm sorry
go
for
ahead, Mama.
interrupting.
No.
Alfredo Rios, he wants to send a shout out to his wonderful wife, Janie Rios, for 40 years of marriage. So
Wow, that's
congratulations.
awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Que
I
aguante,
know.
All
Oh,
right,
my
so
goodness.
Chris V. Elias Perez, shout out. Mundo's Mind says, great show again. Felipe Menchaca going for 6-ring, baby. Puro pinche Cowboys a la V.
Oh my goodness.
Victoria Garcia says, good night, Rally, Felicia, Rock, and Mario. Be safe. God bless. And all looking forward to Thursday night PVT.
Ooh, thank you. Good night,
Good night,
Victoria.
God bless.
And let me see here. Carmen Benavides, good night, everyone. And congrats, Rudy. Let me see here. Thought SPI beaches were closed. They are closed. The public beaches. We're going to be on a private one.
Yeah. Public access is in the parks and stuff.
But
Yeah,
we-
the beach access.
We won't
is
be
everywhere.
doing the show from the beach. We're going to be doing it like on a balcony.
From our balcony.
Yeah, and then you can see the beach and the surf behind us. Really nice. So, and so thank you so much. Somebody put Corona Island.
Ay,
Oh
no
my
que
gosh.
feos.
Thank you so much for being like that. No, just-
I know, right?
So once again, want to thank our sponsor, the Law Office of Rene A. Flores, and also our brand new sponsor that has just joined the #PVT My PVT network, Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. If you need that testosterone, if you need some sermorelin, if you need that vitamin infusion IV therapy that it shoots those vitamins right into your veins, into your system, and it just, boom, boosts your immune system. That'll help you from contracting many illnesses. It's not a complete block from COVID, but it does help, okay? All right. So thank you so much. We'll see you Thursday night.